Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Bliss of Brit, the podcast. I've been absolutely loving creating this podcast and sharing my beautiful thoughts with y'all, and y'all sharing y'all's presence with me. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. This podcast is going to be dedicated to my shift in content, like how I came to start making this podcast from what I used to create. If you're watching this and you don't know, or you're listening and you don't know, I'd say about a year or more ago, the first, I had about 3 or 4 good years of social media creating content where it was very eye candy based. I was an Insta baddie. I was on the exclusive sites. I had a OnlyFans, and my content was not even kind of, it was basically based on my physical identity, my big booty, my it was very sensual based, sex appeal based. And so if you if you came across my content like 2 years ago and then you came across me now, I can understand somebody being like, "Oh, this is different." So that's what we're talking about today, the how it changed, why it changed, and all the beautiful intricacies of it all. Because honestly, if we put it on the mortal mind focus of like, you know how like people say that when it's not when it's the wrong thing, because I don't want to make assumptions that are untrue, but it's like, what is it? Like in like the Disney movies, how it's like the man in the alleyway, he'll say, "I'll make all your dreams come true." Like I had offers like that to continue making sexy lingerie twerking content, but I had to center myself and decide, is that something I wanted to do? Did I get fulfillment from it, or am I draining my life force in doing so? So, yeah, that's a beautiful intro. I'll say, when I was younger, like young, like freshman high school, maybe even in middle school, I would be on like Instagram and I loved watching like Kylie Jenner, Brittany Renner, all these Insta baddies. Like I loved appreciating their beauty. I love the poses. I love the fashion nova of it all. And I just decided I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be an Insta baddie. I'm gonna do this. And I remember I think I even told my boyfriend at the time, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I think he would help me take pictures. But it was just something like I had the passion and I wanted to do. Like I liked being cute. That I guess you could say sexy a little bit too as I got older. But back then I liked, because it's something like even now it's hard to put into the correct words because I don't know what my true focus was back then. I don't know if it was wanting the attention of it all or the passion of it all. Like when I think about it, it was the passion for me. Maybe if I do some soul searching, I'll come across new truths. But like my intuition wants to say that it was just the passion of it all. I liked taking pictures. I liked feeling beautiful. And back then, I felt beautiful with the more revealing, like the big booty, I really liked I was obsessed with booty, like not not in a weird way, but like I wanted my butt to be the biggest bubble butt in the world. Like I was like 50 inches. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get this big butt. So I would just take cute photos and eventually my Insta gained traction and that I kept growing on it. And it started off more, I would say, like all over model based. And then I think slowly, like with the what is it? With the appeals of the world, it turned into a it turned into the more sexy style content. And I enjoyed creating it. Like I said, I was very aesthetic based. Back then, I thought it was because that's what I wanted. But as I got older and was working out super heavy, was super focused on protein, was this, was that, I realized I realized I didn't, it wasn't as much for me as it was for the aesthetics of the job, of the content, of the likes, of the followers, of being perceived rather than being who Brittany wants to be. And as I slowly came to the realization of that, whether it was working out, lifting heavy weights, hip thrusting 500 pounds, and just in the back of my head while I was doing it, I would have questions like, Brittany, why are we doing this? I don't know if this is right. I don't know if I feel fulfilled in this. I don't know if in this workout I feel more connected to my body, or if me working out in this way is quite literally separating me from my soul. Like it's not authentic. If y'all can hear my cat in the background, I'm sorry. He had catnip yesterday and he likes to yell when his toy's in his mouth. Um, Side note. But it was just a voice in the back of my head and random but very intricate times that would just allow me to question what I was doing, question the intention behind it. And it would be, like I said, I'd be working out, lifting heavy weight, and just not feeling fulfilled when if my true purpose in the workout was to love my body and to like connect with my body, I would feel fulfilled. But in the weightlifting, just in the back of my head, something was off, and it was telling me to like take a break, to stop. And I ignored it for a good couple of months, I'll say, and I was still chasing the gains, the booty gains, the tiny waist, the huge booty. Because like I said, on the OnlyFans, on the websites, I would make these twerking videos and I post in lingerie, and it started out like I would adore the content. I truly would adore it. I would put on and find the cutest lingerie pieces. I would play my favorite music and I would just have a ball, and I would look at the pictures, the videos, and I would just feel so sexy. And so like the process was beautiful because my passion was in it, and I would feel beautiful getting ready. I'd feel beautiful for the hours that I took pictures. I would feel beautiful looking through all the pictures, picking my favorite. I'd feel beautiful learning these dances. And that's the reason why I can't say that I regret it, because I learned so much in it. And when I was in it, I had the best time of my life and I had fun. And it was fun learning these dances, learning this, learning that, and being sexy. But I think as I grew into the woman that I am now, I came across beliefs that kind of counteracted that, because it was like I didn't know how I like, I'm sorry, my cat. Side note, I've started putting them on eating blocks. I used to leave their food out and let them eat throughout the day. So now they're slowly getting used to eating only in the morning and only at night. And he doesn't realize that he's a couple hours away from his feeding. So that's why he's screaming. So I apologize. I apologize to you, Stitch, if you can hear me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna add it to the background noise. We're being authentic. And I guess that is what I was getting to, is that when I would create these beautiful pictures and videos, it would be me being authentic to myself. Y'all, I'm gonna be right back. I can't focus if I'm screaming like this. We're back. I caved and I had to give them a little snack to make it to breakfast because mommy cannot focus when her kitties are crying and screeching like that. It's very hard. I love them with my whole heart, and I treat my cats like my children, and I gotta make the podcast. Number 1, I can't listen to them crying like that. Number 2, I've gotta make the podcast. Don't wanna be late because 'cause we're always on time and never too late. But anyways, now I should be better at staying on track as well. We won't have as many loop-de-loops. I was getting to, it just wasn't authentic to me anymore. And I think that was hard for me to grasp for a while. I probably spent, I don't wanna say a whole year, but possibly, like, unknowingly a year, but I don't know exactly how long I spent, but I know it was a while of me wrestling in the in between of, like, "Do I really not wanna do this anymore? Do I just wanna do it this way or this, or do I not wanna do it, or da," or just trying to decide what it was. Because at first, I thought it was insecurity with it, of not being proud of what I was doing, and because when I first started out with that content, I was a little shy with it. I wasn't sure, like, how to hold my head high around family, like, say what I did for content, say that I was an Insta baddie, say that I twerked, that I posed in lingerie. At first, that was an issue, and, like, a year ago, I think that was what I was kind of attributing it to, is not being fully confident in it, but that's not the truth because I'm probably the most confident in my sensuality, my sexuality that I've ever been in my life, and as my individuality that I've ever been in my life, and it wasn't as much being ashamed of the content, but it was that it genuinely just wasn't me anymore. I I don't align as much with that energy 24/7 anymore. It's not something that I really do as much anymore, especially not the twerking. I definitely don't twerk as much as I used to. That's more of just like a private thing or like a fun thing I'll do here and there. But the lingerie, like I still love lingerie. I love to wear lingerie. I'll even sometimes do like modeling photo shoots. I have a fan fix now. It's like Instagram grade content. So that's kind of where, if I'm in the vibe, I'll post pictures there of me modeling, but it's not pictures of like how I used to do it. It would be like I felt as if I almost had to lean into the sexy of it all. And back then I liked leaning into the sexy of it all, but it kind of was like a given, like, oh, to unlock this, it needs to be sexy. I need this to sell. I need to be flirty. I need to be all hot and bothered. But really, I don't have to do any of that if it's not me. Like, I don't have to be somebody I'm not. I don't have to sell myself in that way. I can simply be myself. And if I feel like I want to model one day, I can put on a cute lingerie outfit or even just a regular outfit and take some beautiful pictures and post them. But I don't have to be somebody I'm not to be successful in that. I think authenticity and being genuine is the most important part of it all because authenticity is beautiful, and I authentically wait, how do you say it? I authenticit scratch it. And I genuinely still, like, have a love for putting on something sexy, feeling beautiful, but I don't think that I need to be this sex symbol for somebody else in their life, and I think that's kind of what I was leaning to those past couple of years was, like, I am a sex symbol, I am sexy, I'm this, I am that, when really I shouldn't when genuinely, like, in my heart of hearts, that's not what I see for me at the end of the day. Like, that's not I don't see that being I don't see that as being my ceiling. Like, yes, I feel beautiful. Yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I'm sexy. And if I want to take some beautiful pictures that I feel pretty in and I feel sexy in and I feel is appropriate for me, I'll post them. I'll put them out there. I can put them on my fanfics, but I'm not gonna force myself to be a sex symbol when I don't genuinely really care for that as much. When I'd rather share the beauty of life and of living and being blissful, being joyful, being kind, I'd rather share mind candy. And if my appearance can bring more people to this content and help bring them more bits of bliss, that's a beautiful thing and I appreciate that, but I don't want my appearance to be all that I give the world. I want to give love. I want to share love. I want to share love. And another thing with the old content I was creating is it was very I'm trying to say. Like I didn't do any like sexual stuff, no like nudity, nothing like that, no like exposed nudity. But like me personally, like in my life, I noticed when I removed another person from my sexual identity, from my sensuality, from when I didn't have to look at something on my phone to feel fulfilled. I felt so much more connected with myself and with my body. And I think that line of work, like, of course, you can't control what somebody else does with your content. Like, somebody could do something despicable to this video right now, and I don't have a say in it. But I can say, like, the energy behind creating such sexually based content, it's in that field, and you're kind of promoting somebody to get aroused from you. Like, it's like, what's the word? What's the word? There's a word. It's like teasing in a way. Like, unlock this video for blank, 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 winky face, kissy. Like, it's in like the arousal field. Like, it's kind of like in the sex work genre overlapped with modeling, and I just don't align with that personally. But I have nothing against people who do. Like, even people who still will come to like my pages and be like, "Where's this video? Where's that? Why don't you do this anymore?" I'm just like, it's just because I don't want to anymore. It doesn't align with me. It's not something I can confidently post and be in align with. Like, it's not authenticity. That word, it's just not my authentic self. And I always tell them, like, go look on Instagram, go look anywhere, and you'll find what you're looking for. But I'm not going to offer that anymore because it's not me. And like I said, in that field, I had been offered like lucrative deals to continue, but it was just like, I know what God has for me is better. And I can't sit here and say that in my heart of hearts, I feel like me creating that content. I think there was a plan for it in the past, but I'm gonna say if I was to continue to do it now, I would be doing a full disservice to my soul, to the divinity within me, because I feel, like I said, I feel I have so much more to give the world. And for me to continue to make that content, it would be from a space of fear rather than love. It would be from a feeling secure in it, knowing that I have this amount coming into my checking every month, when rather I feel the most secure in the divine plan and the divine grace. And I know when you deny what is not meant for you, you open up the space for something beautifully true to you to come through. And I refuse to stay in a hole, be stuck in a space that is divinely not meant for me, to put myself into a mold for security when really the most secure I can feel is in the divine plan, finding peace, being me. Nobody can be me better than I can be me. And I trust that whatever's coming for me in this divine plan is better than any number a false path could have offered me. Because I refuse it if it's not divinely meant to be. And I just, in my soul, in my heart, it was hard. Like, I can say like it was the easiest decision ever, but no, it was hard. It took tears. It took It took going back and forth. It took meditating. It took praying. It took saying no, even when that fear side of me just wanted to say, yes, take it, do it, yes. It took patience because I don't want to delay what is meant for me out of fear or momentary security, momentary happiness, when I know that path is not going to bring me any joy, any peace, and when I would feel like I'm fueling something that isn't meant for me. Because what's meant for you is meant for you, and I just knew it wasn't meant for me. I think that hit all the topics tied to that, I believe. I hope it did. I pray it did. But like I said, in that, there was purpose in that. I needed to go through that journey to learn so much about me, about my sexuality, about my confidence, about me. And in that, I found like it started out of just a joy for modeling. And then in the end, we kind of cycled back to it in a beautifully new space because I still love modeling and I'll still put the camera up or put on a beautiful, cute outfit that maybe happens to be sexy or maybe an outfit that's just me. And I will put it on my modeling Instagram or my fanfics where I do albums. And I'll let it exist there without all the pressure of we need to be extra sexy, we need to do this, we need to show this, do this. No, just I want to show up as my authentic self and that be enough. And that is my intention going forward. I'm not going to force. And I learned a lot in that. And it's a beautiful, beautiful journey. And I'm forever grateful for all of the beautiful people who supported me in my journey. And yeah, in that I can say, as a young woman in the field of sex work in any range, because in a way I think OnlyFans, these exclusive sites, they can be a form of sex work. It's overlaying with modeling, but it's kind of like being a stripper but online. Like no touching, just online. It can be very tempting, like especially when it aligns with like your energy of the time of figuring out who you are sexually, sensually. Like when it's very tempting, I'll say that. And I'm happy that at the time I stood strong in my what I'm not going to do and what I am going to do, but I am going to say that you get thrown a lot of offers and your nose, you can be kind of, they try and talk you out of your nose. So I'm very grateful for my strength in being strong in what I wanted to do in the moment and what I didn't want to do in the moment, and not selling myself all out for momentary gain. But I will say it's for a young woman, it's a journey. And I'm grateful for that journey and for learning through that journey what I like, what I don't like, what I want to do, what I don't want to do. It's like I said, I wanted to be in the Insta baddie space since I was young. And it's funny, like as a I guess in the social media age, it kind of makes sense for like young people to look up to, like, ooh, I want to be like Summer Rae or something like that. And I did it. And I'm proud of myself for achieving it. But now I'm on to bigger and better things for me. I'm turning 23 in less than a month, and I'm grateful for any and all opportunities that have brought me more to my genuine self. And I cherish the Brittany Leanne of it all. I cherish it. I do, I do, I do. I know in this piece of my journey, Bliss of Brit, this podcast, my content, unwrapping the present moment, sharing my love, sharing my joy, it serves a higher purpose in my life. I want to bring joy. I I want to bring love. I want to bring happiness. I want to bring bliss. I want people to be loving and happy, and I want to bring something to that. And I know even my modeling Instagram page and my fanfics, I know those in a way also can bring about a feeling of joy of seeing beautiful pictures. And I love that. That's a beautiful gift to the world, is all to like share your authentic self, share pictures that you feel beautiful and share your passion of modeling. It's a beautiful thing too, but I want to share my voice. I want to share my being, and like I've grown so much in that as well. Because, like I said, when I was younger, it was all about the physical of it all, wanting to be pretty, wanting to be perfect, wanting to be this, wanting to be that, wanting to have a bigger butt, wanting to look a certain way, working hard to chisel out my body rather than working out to love my body. So I'm very grateful to be where I am now, where I genuinely can look at myself and love myself. And being in such a physical based industry that I was, it brought a lot of like nitpicking at the beginning. But I noticed as I matured, the less flaws I tried to etch out of myself, the more I saw my individuality as beautiful, and the more I was open to my beauty. And it also comes with talking to yourself kinder. That's something I stress in my life, is denying to break down my beauty, making sure that I know I'm beautiful, I'm divinely created. But it's just little shifts that I notice, and I'm divinely grateful to notice, like not working so hard to have a BBL body. I used to be crazy about that. I'd look at Kim Kardashian or Kylie or really anybody. You can find inspiration in anybody, you can find beauty in anybody. And I thought they were beautiful, and I wanted to try and get the biggest butt in the world. But it's like, I don't know if that was a genuine wish for me or if it was a wish for attention, if you get what I'm saying. Like, not like, oh, give me attention, I have a big booty. Like, not like that, but but like the society standards of it all, with looking a certain way. Like, is that how I want to look? Like, is that how I'm is that my me being authentic showing up, or is that me and insecurity in a way showing up, not loving my body as it is naturally? And I'm not saying it's not a good thing for your body to grow as you grow, but I am saying that the way that I was inducing these changes in my body by eating even when I wasn't hungry, by lifting heavy weights and putting myself through the stress of these heavy workouts that weren't genuinely bringing me any mental peace. Because some people, they can work out hard and it heals them. Like my mom, she works out heavy, she lifts heavy, and she's beautiful. I love her, I adore her. And that like brings her peace of mind, like lifting heavy. Like she calls it even her therapy. But for me, lifting heavy, it was fun, but it wasn't as much therapy. It was more like, I need to get to lifting this number and that number. I want to keep lifting it. Like I want to look like this. I want to look like that. I wanted to, like, it wasn't very mindful. I will say the workouts that I did feel mindful in were like running or like things like that, of that nature. And lately I realized that I like yoga. I like Pilates. I like aerial yoga. And not just that, I like my body. I love my natural body. I'm not I'm not stressed as much about how others view me, or like looking a certain way, fitting a perfect mold anymore. Like I eat when I'm hungry. I try and eat clean. Of course, I'll still eat fast food here and there. I'm not crazy, like strict with myself. I go with the flow of life, and I feel connected to my body when I do yoga, when I stretch, when I take my time, when I go on a walk or a run, I feel connected to me, and I love the movement, and I feel like my mind, body, and soul feel more interconnected now. I'm not disconnecting my body from my being. I'm not putting so much stress on my body to be something that maybe it simply isn't. Maybe it's just not meant to be that way right now. Maybe in the future I get more into weightlifting and it does shift again, but I genuinely love my body. And it takes patience and it takes kindness, because it is a little different seeing how my body shifts in this new way of life, not as heavy lifted, not as like physical focused. Because y'all, when I'm saying I put a lot of focus on how my booty looked, I did. Like I about gave myself body dysmorphia for a couple years. Like everybody would tell me like, "Oh my gosh, look at you, the butt. You look so good. Your butt's huge. It's the biggest butt I ever seen." And it's funny saying that stuff, but like in my head at the moment, like I could not see it. Like body dysmorphia at times, it's real, but I think it's just also when you put an idea of your head of like, I don't have this thing, I don't have this thing, I don't have a BBLA, I need this, I need this, I need this, you're separating it from self. So therefore, I quite literally could not see my beauty of myself in the moment because I was disconnected from it, because it wasn't enough, because I had this other image in my head that I couldn't look at myself in the mirror and say, Brittany, you're enough. You look perfect. Love yourself. Allow your body to be what it is meant to be when you love yourself and show up for yourself. And so now, as I've disconnected myself from a goal body and just allowing myself to show up as me, I see myself in a way that I never did before. I see my natural beauty and I love it. I allow myself to compliment myself. I allow myself to be bloated at times. I allow myself to be. And I'd be lying if I said some days my the insecurities from my past don't come up. They do. But it's about when they come up, meeting it with love. Like, no, you look beautiful, Brittany. You look perfect. You're divinely as you are meant to be. And if there's a reason it comes up, maybe I haven't been as active lately, then say, let's get back into being active. But I'm not gonna say, oh my gosh, what's the measurement on the booty? Let's go super hard in the gym and get it back, or like something like that. You get what I'm saying? It's more about mind, body, and soul than it is about appearance. And by a byproduct of that, I will be my most beautiful self. That is what I keep affirming in myself is show up for yourself as you're divinely meant to. Move in the way that feels true to you. Don't move in a way that another is moving in because it's working for them. Move in a way that feels true to you. And if you get inspiration from somebody else, try it out. But if it's not genuinely meant to be for you, maybe try something else. Make it fun, make it sensual, make it something that fulfills you, that brings you joy, that feels genuine to your being. And I love myself in this moment, and it's beautiful to disconnect from having to be the insta baddie of the past, having to have the biggest butt to be successful, and knowing that showing up as my truest self, I am successful. Showing up as me, being connected to the divine within me, I am beautiful. My being, my soul is the most interesting thing about me. And my body is absolutely beautiful. But I'd rather love myself and show up for myself truly than to appease anybody else or the internet or this or that, because your genuine nature is enough. Whoever is listening to this, I don't care if you're a man, if you're a woman, you are enough. Love yourself the most. Show up for yourself the most. Who cares if doing this or that is going to get somebody's attention, this guy's attention, this woman's attention? Because, yeah, maybe it does get their attention, but is the thing that's getting their attention actually you? Or are you putting on a facade? Do you know who you are? And that's the most important thing, is knowing who you are before you try and appease another person. Because you can get lost in this character that you have made yourself to be to please another, and you can get lost in that. You can get stuck in that, and you can think that it is you, but then maybe a little bit in the future you start feeling like the shift of, I don't know if this is me. I don't know if this brings me pure joy. At something, that little whisper in the back of your head of saying, let's try something else. We need a breather. Let's try something else. Let's see if something, what is this feeling? Let's get to the root of it. And I think the more I release being perceived, the better I feel. Like, I'll post things nowadays that a year or two ago, I would quite literally like shart my pants if I saw it. I would be like, Brittany, why did you post that? This person's gonna see it. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're gonna lose followers. But now it's like, my authentic self will attract what is divinely meant for me. I don't care about being a character anymore. I wanna be me. Like, I posted a dancing video of me just doing my little dances. I don't have rhythm. That's why I used to twerk, because that's the only dance I really could do in the past. I was a beautiful twerker. I still am. But when it comes to like doing like a boogie, I wasn't the most talented. And it's still, even now, like if you watch me dancing, it may not be the most fluid, but I can say that it is authentic to me. I like this affirmation I got. It's, I dance in the direction of my dreams and I sing the song of my soul. And it's just moving authentically. Are we ever going to get that word right in this podcast? Just moving truly to you. And that's why I like to dance. That's why I like to sing, because it's you expressing your true soul's joy. Like, who cares what it sounds like? Who cares if it sounds like a raccoon screeching in somebody's ear? How do you feel when you're singing? That's what matters. How do you feel when you're simply expressing joy and not caring what it sounds like? You're simply singing out of pure joy. You're simply moving out of pure joy. Who cares? Be you. Your authentic self will attract all that is meant for you. I'm pretty sure on the scale of emotions, being authentic is the highest being that you can be is you. And I truly believe that, because I saw this idea. It's like, we're on this earth to fulfill our soul. Like, it's your soul. My soul is different to your soul, different to whoever's soul, different to Billy Bob's soul. So why should you try and take their purpose and put the mask of them on you and do what they're meant to do? If it's not you, your soul's purpose is more beautiful than you can ever imagine. You're here for a reason. Listen to your soul, listen to the divinity within you, and connect. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to try other things. No. Try all you can try that feels right. But I'm saying, listen to your soul when it's given you the insight of, maybe this isn't it for me. I have this feeling. Talk it through, meditate it through, pray through it. Give yourself patience. There's purpose in the journey. There's purpose in the learning. We're always changing, always. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's little, but in every second we can become closer to ourselves if we allow ourselves to be. We can become closer to the divine within us if we allow it, if we listen to the clues, if we listen to our likes, our dislikes, when we allow each moment to be a lesson. In each moment, I'm learning more about me. I'm learning more about my love, my life, my being, my creator, the beauty all around and within me. I'm blessed with in every single second. And it's being open to that and allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself the bliss of being you. Because this is my bliss of being me. But yeah, I'm trying to think everything I wanted to talk about in this episode. Because I kind of, when I make the episodes, like I'll think like, this is the theme. And for this episode, I was in my shower and I just had this idea of something that needed to be said. I'm choosing to trust the divine in my life. I'm choosing to trust the divine with my full heart. I'm choosing to deny anything that is not meant for me. I don't care what the offer is. If it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. I don't want to sell my soul for human bliss. I want to be fulfilled in my soul by divine bliss. Because I don't care what the mountain is. I know that the divine will either bring that mountain to the ground or will hold me tight and get me over it. I'm not going to call up a private jet to fly me across the world when eventually, possibly, that mountain will come back in a new way to try and teach me whatever it was needing to teach me. Everything happens for a divine reason, and I believe when you choose faith and you choose to trust and you deny any and all things that are not meant for you, the fear-based beliefs, you'll get through it. Everything happens for a reason. Only good can manifest. And we're going to be okay. You're divinely protected. The divine never leaves your side. If you're ever fearful, cast that burden on the divine within you and choose peace. Choose peace and know I did the right thing. It was the divine thing. And if it wasn't the divine thing, the divine will show me what to do next. I'm always protected. I'm always safe. Everything's going to work out for you. The divine is within you. You will not fail. As long as you allow your divine intuition to come through, and it's never too late. It's never ever too late. Never too late for you. Deny fear, choose love, and see where the beauties of the divine will take you. Divine brilliance is all around and within you. I came across this verse. It was just talking about how all men are liars. Because the divine plan is truly the only true plan. God's plan is the only true plan, and I can't tell you what it is, but I can trust and I can have faith that it'll work out, that I'm going to choose love and the divine will show up in my life. I'm not going to go all frantic. I'm going to be still and know that God is God. I encourage you to be still and know that God is God. Listen to that intuition within you. And if you don't hear it yet, have patience. And you can start by doing the right thing. And not the thing that you're doing because you feel guilty. Do the thing that's do the right thing. Meditate. Find how you communicate with God in your life, because it's immensely personal. Every relationship with God is personal, and I encourage you to have patience. Oh my gosh, I can recommend a book. My mom, she's been reading this book that I read a couple years ago when I was starting my spiritual journey. It's The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, I believe. And it's a beautiful gift with some guidelines on how to start living a more peaceful, bliss-filled, joy-filled life. It's let me think. I have it right beside me. Let me grab it. I got it out because she's been talking about it and it's made me want to start reading it again, but let me see where they are because I don't want to get it wrong. Here we go. Number 1 is be impeccable with your word. Say only what you mean. Speak with integrity. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Number 3, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Always do your best is number 4. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Those are beautiful guidelines in starting your spiritual, mindful, love-based life. But like I said, it's incredibly personal, person to person. You never know what somebody is going through. You never know why somebody shows up the way that they do. But I trust in the divine and all beautiful things. I trust in the divine plan. I trust everything happens for a beautiful reason. So maybe check out that book if you would like to learn more about those guidelines and seek the divine in your life. And I think it's always do your best. That's a beautiful one. Always do your best. Because my best now may be different than my best in the past, but in the past it was still my best then. And I can be grateful for my past and still want different for me in the present and be okay with that. Be kind to yourself. Don't make assumptions. Be impeccable with your word. It's a beautiful book, but I love you. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. I definitely enjoyed making it. If you're watching or if you're listening, I enjoyed putting on this cute dress for the podcast. It's like a princess dress. I'm grateful for the woman I am in this moment. I'm grateful for you watching this video. I'm grateful for your support, and I'm grateful for the beauty and the brilliance all around and within us. I wish you love. I wish you bliss. I wish you happiness. And I'll see you later. Have a beautiful day, night, evening, being. Beauty is all around and is most definitely within you. I love you. Ooh, we did it, Nani.